I'm already crying. She's getting married to someone else. Oh no. His rival's little sister. Oh my god, my favorite trope. Oh, this one's emotional for sure. This is gonna wreck me. I know it. This is gonna wreck me. Oh my god, that just made me so excited. Rivals to lovers, that's all I need to know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Bookmas Day 7. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my 2026 most anticipated reads with a twist. I'm going to start off by quickly telling you about the book. We're going to read the blurb together, any tropes that I can find, and then at the end of the video, we're going to go ahead and rank them based on how excited I am for me to read that book. Let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, the first book that I have is And Now Back to You by V.K. Borison. This is book 2 in the Heartstrings series. This is after First Time Caller, and we meet these characters in that book, and you just know that there's a little bit of rivalry going on, and I think that made me so excited. I love when you get teased of a rivalry or enemies in the first book or second book and you have to wait to meet them. Two competing meteorologists are forced to find common ground in this opposites attract when Harry Met Sally inspired romance. It is an opposites attract. I'm guessing there's going to be a little bit of rivalry because they're both meteorologists, but they're both from different stations, I believe. Jackson and Delilah have had their fair share of run-ins over the year, often ending in disaster. While Jackson thrives on routine and organization from the comfort of his radio booth, when they're partnered against their will to cover the snowstorm of the century, they find themselves scrambling to figure out how to work together. Eager to be taken seriously as a journalist, Delilah offers Jackson a deal. If he can help her ace this assignment, she'll help him rediscover his long-lost fun side. But when other feelings start to enter the equation, can Jackson and Delilah withstand the storm? Or what happens in the mountains stays in the mountains? I mean, I'm just so excited for that. I'm really hoping that the banter does not let me down. I'm hoping that there's some rivalry going on. I hope that it's not just rivalry at the very beginning and then they're like friends. I need more rivalry and more enemies, and then at the end it's kind of like, wait. Okay, then we have The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. This one says, in everyone's life there's a split-second decision that can change everything. For Larissa, it came when choosing which guy to ride home with after a concert. The night she had no idea she'd meet the perfect man. She and Chris are great together, co-parenting a slightly unhinged rescue Yorkie, sharing their favorite books, and judging bread. For the first time, amid all her side hustles to scrape by, things finally feel easy. But Chris isn't the one who drove Larissa home all those months ago. Chris is her boyfriend's best friend. All Chris wants is for Larissa to be happy. Standing by on the sidelines is slowly killing him, but making a move would destroy someone else, and he's just not that guy. No, you're joking. Already? The yearning? That part got me. But Chris isn't the one who drove Larissa home. Chris is her boyfriend's best friend. All he wants is for Larissa to be happy. Standing on the sidelines is slowly killing him. He's just not that guy. I'm already crying for him. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. We're not rating yet. I'm just reading the books. We'll rate afterwards. Up next is In Her Own League by Liz Tomforty. Oh, this blurb is long. I'm going to skim and mention important details, I guess. First female team owner in the Major League Baseball. Reese has spent her whole life preparing for this role, but the public only sees a woman in a man's world, not the person who's earned their place on the field. She can't have distractions, especially one that comes in the form of the team's tempting field manager who questions her every decision. Emmett Montgomery is a former all-star turned coach who treats his players like family and the field like home. We know. After years of running his team his way, the last thing he wants is a new boss, let alone one who seems ice cold and laser focused on business. But forced to spend long hours and too many away games side by side, he begins to see the fire beneath Reese's control. When heated banter turns into sizzling chemistry, professional boundaries blur and the spark between them becomes impossible to resist. But Reese is constantly reminded of how many people are waiting for her to fail, and the safest move is to keep Emmett at arm's length for the sake of her own team, the season, and her career. But keeping their distance is one game neither of them can seem to win. Okay, that's interesting because I love when there's a boss female main character. And why can I already tell the banter is going to be through the roof? I know that they're going to try so hard to stay away from each other, and it's just going to be impossible, physically impossible. I can't wait. Okay, next up we have No Matter What by Kara Bastone. This book, I'm so excited because I read Promise Me Sunshine, which introduced me to this author. I've only read one book by her, but I enjoyed her writing. I still need to read Ready or Not, which I know it's a fan favorite. I don't know, I'm just really excited to check out her writing. After a traumatic accident threatens the foundations of their happy marriage. Oh my god, my favorite trope. My favorite trope. My favorite trope is marriage in trouble, marriage in distress, whatever. Whenever they're married and they have to work things out, basically fall in love again. Oh my god, that just made me so excited. That made me so excited. After a traumatic accident threatens the foundations of their happy marriage, a young couple tries to rebuild and find their way back to each other. In this tender, slow burn romance, this is gonna wreck me. I know it. This is gonna wreck me. Ross and Vin can't look each other in the eyes anymore, let alone share a bed. I'm already crying. It's been a year since they survived a traumatic car accident and their marriage hasn't been the same. But Ross has held out hope they can fix things until she discovers Vin signed a new lease. So she does what any soon-to-be divorced Brooklynite would sign up for: figure drawing class. Okay, but between her determined attempts to improve her skills in class, she can almost ignore Vin's impending move-out date and his footsteps in their previously unoccupied guest room. But it would be a lot easier if Vin wasn't Rafi's older brother and she didn't still find him incredibly attractive and kind. What? Oh, Rafi's her best friend. I completely skipped that. I was like, what are we talking about? Her husband is her best friend's brother. Interesting. So kind, in fact, that he offers to let Ross draw him. Is it Ross? What is she supposed to say? It's probably better than her original plan of finding some random male model online. That's sure to make a separation easier, right? Focus on every detail of your estranged spouse's body while drawing them in the nude. But after the year that they have spent avoiding each other and their struggles in the aftermath of the accident, it feels good to see and be seen by one another again. I'm obsessed. I'm actually obsessed. Like I said, I enjoyed this author's writing so much, and this blurb with her writing, I know it's going to wreck me. I can't wait. Up next we have King of Gluttony by Anna Huang. This book has no blurb. That's how you know you're iconic. You don't need a blurb. I don't know if it's somewhere else, but it's not on Goodreads. I'm seeing the trope list. It says billionaire romance, which I feel like we knew, banter, interracial romance, and rivals to lovers. That's all I need to know. Rivals to lovers, that's all I need to know. I'm ready. Okay, next up we have Rights of the Starling by Daphne Perry. If you've been following me for a while, I did talk about the first book in the series. That book was... Did I finish that book or did I DNF? I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't remember if I finished that or DNF'd. I'm telling you, I was not connected to that book at all. I felt checked out most of the time. It felt really slow, but I was really interested in the plot and like the romance. But I just feel like it was so dragged out and extremely long and unnecessary. But I'm still curious to see how it continues. I feel like it's just impossible for me not to know what comes next. Like, I need to know how it ends. It's just the curious in me. Let's read the blurb before we talk about anything else. I've been separated from the man who owns my heart. I'm lost, terrified, homesick, hunted by monsters, driven to exhaustion, and kidnapped by a powerful priest. The only thing keeping me going is a little girl counting on me to keep her safe. It's my turn to become the guardian. Our lives change one fateful night. A night of death, a night of monsters, a night of truth. That night, I learned the real meaning of fear and the depth of my own strength. Everyone wants me to be something I'm not, a queen, a spy, a sacrifice. But what if I embrace my crown? What if the secrets I uncover save our realm? What if my sacrifice means salvation for the man I love? For too long, I feared the monsters we make. It's time to discover the monster within. That actually sounds really interesting. I feel like I could enjoy it more than the first. I feel like the first, sometimes it's just a lot of world building and like introducing to characters, but that's why I'm giving this book a second chance, and that is why it's on this list. Okay, up next we have Unbound by Peyton Corrine. I'm so bad at names, I'm sorry. This is book 3 in the series. I still haven't picked up book 2, but I want to read that soon, I think this month. Book 3 is coming out next year. A new, angsty, sexy, emotional, lyrical romance that follows a college couple through first love, heartbreak, and the struggle to come together again. I feel like this is another book that could wreck me. Paloma Blake is at best antagonistic, but beneath the hairspray attitude is a scared girl whose trauma runs deep. Still, the walls she's built are strong, ensuring everyone only sees Paloma's sexy facade. Everyone except for Bennett. Bennett, the carefully controlled, neurodivergent goalie, has his routines and sticks to them, which helps him keep a hold on his OCD compulsions and the crippling anxiety that comes with them. The quiet and meticulous Bennett sees everything, especially the girl beneath Paloma's ever-present mask, and he always has. Bennett and Paloma were each other's first real love, which ended in crippling heartbreak. Bennett still doesn't know what happened, and Paloma is determined to stay away from the comfort she used to find only in his arms. For years, Bennett has remained her protective shadow, coming to Paloma's rescue whenever she asked, keeping her as close and safe as she'll let him. Past and present, tension, loneliness, deep yearning. Oh, this one's emotional for sure. Okay, Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. This one says, best friends have 1 week in paradise to fix their friendship or fall apart in this heart-stopping, utterly romantic new novel. Frankie and George have been best friends since they were 8 years old. Both passionate, impulsive, and headstrong. They've always clashed and come back together until now. It's the eve of Frankie's wedding weekend, and she doesn't know where they stand or even if George will show up as her best man. She's getting married to someone else. Then at the start of the festivities, in walks George. For one glorious evening, surrounded by her loved ones, Frankie's life is finally perfect. But it all comes crashing down when her fiancé dumps her the next morning, leaving only a note as explanation. I don't know them yet, but I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad because that's heartbreaking, but I'm rooting for George. Crushed and confused, Frankie returns to her family's home to wallow, but George has a different idea and a plan for healing Frankie's broken heart. He wants her to go on her honeymoon with him for 1 week to the lush rainforests and misty beaches of Tofino. Frankie agrees, seeing the trip for what it really is, one last chance to repair their friendship, even if it means unearthing secrets and long buried feelings neither knows how to handle. Even if it means falling apart for good. Wow. That's all I gotta say. We have two more books, and then we'll move on to tier ranking them. I'm so excited to rank them. Okay, up next we have A Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. My last Elsie Silver book was Wildcard, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What is that series called? The Wild series? That hasn't been my favorite. I miss Chestnut Springs. And this book, I see a horse on the cover, and that makes me excited because I was not vibing with this last series. But this is a new series, Emerald Lake Book 1. It says Small Town, Forbidden, Rivals to Lovers. First book in the brand new Western romance series, Emerald Lake. Professional bull rider Emmett Bush. Okay, you see, we're back with the bull riders. Already, yes. He's looking for a paycheck to save his family's farm from bankruptcy. So when he agrees to be the leading man on a hot new reality dating show, he's already decided it's all one big performance. Until Julia walks onto his property, smart, snarky, beautiful, and off limits in more ways than one. As the location consultant on set and the little sister of his most bitter professional rival, she's the last who should pique his interest. She is his rival's little sister. Oh my god. Julia has been warned about Emmett. She knows better than to fall for his cocky swagger, broad shoulders, and smoldering good looks. But as Julia and Emmett work together, mutual distaste grows into an unexpected connection and then something more. Soon they find themselves searching for excuses to spend time together and out of reach of the cameras. Knowing glances, stolen kisses, secret rendezvous. Still, Emmett signed up to play the role of an eligible bachelor searching for the one. His family's land and legacy depends on him completing the show. The problem is he's already fallen in love, just not with a contestant. Okay, last but not least, we have Lost and Found by Tara DeWitt. This is book 3 in the series. Book 2 was not marriage in distress, but they were married and then they separated and they came back together. I still think about them. Honestly, this whole series has been so good. The setting, the romance, the writing, everything has been so good. So this one says Bia, is it B? Bia? B? How do you say this name? Bia or B? I know people say it differently. She always wanted to be a mom, but she never expected she'd have to lose her best friend to do it. Oh no. Armed with nothing but her best friend's eggs and a bucket list to complete, Bia's world is a sea of changes. When Silas steps in to give her a place to live when she needs it, is half relieved she has a longtime friend in her corner, a firefighter living in the wake of an accident. Silas has his own challenges to work through that have left him cautious and vulnerable in equal measure. At first they expect nothing, but as these two former sunshines knit together in a love that has been unfulfilled till now, a new beginning comes out of the ashes of the past, one that will lead to a love that can withstand all the slings and arrows, joys and triumphs that life can throw. Those are the books that are my most anticipated list for 2026. Now let's go ahead and rank them. I'm going to record on my screen so you guys can see. Here I have my tier list. First tier is here's my firstborn. Like, this is top tier. I would give my firstborn to get an arc of this book. So pretty excited. Then I am sad. If I don't get an arc, I am sad on release day. I would go purchase my book on release day, come to my bed and crack that book open. A third tier is I'm normal about this book. I'm excited and it's pretty high up on the TBR, but I'm a normal human being for this one. Then we have TBR. Like, I'm not dying to open it up on release day. It's not super high up on my TBR, but I know I'll get to it eventually and I am excited for it, but I can wait. Those are my tiers. I have an empty one because I didn't feel like I needed another one. So let's just get started. I'm going to start off with Back to You, which releases in February. This one, I think I'm normal. I'm normal for this. I'm going to be normal. I will probably go pick it up once it releases, but I'm not going to read it like right away. But I'm not dying to pick it up, you know? In Her Own League comes out March 3rd. This is a TBR book. I definitely want to read it. Like, I'm going to read it next year. I just, like I said, I'm not in a rush to read it. No Matter What also comes out March 3rd. I think Here's My Firstborn. Give me that book. Give me that arc. I need it now. I think this might be the one I'm most excited about, just because of the tropes and this author's writing. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need an arc. I'm gonna go check NetGalley after the video, actually. Then we have The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. I think this was this one was the Chris was not the guy that drove her home. I'm sad for that. Like, actually, should I give my firstborn for an arc? Would I? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna leave it I'm sad because that's the type of book that on release day I'm downloading on my Kindle and reading right away. There you go. Rights of Starling. This is TBR because book one was very popular. I know lots of people loved it. It wasn't popular with me, but I still want to read it, so it's TBR. Okay, Unbound. Since I haven't read the second book, I'm gonna go with I'm normal. But if I had read the second book, I feel like I would be at I'm sad. But for now, I'm normal. King of Gluttony. I think I'm gonna go with TBR because it's a book that I have to be in the mood for. I think I need to be in the mood for it, so I'm gonna go with TBR. Okay, Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. Here's My Firstborn. Actually, like, here's my firstborn. Yep, no questions asked. Fever Dream. I think I'm normal about this one. Again, kind of like and Now Back to You. I would go get it on release day and buy it, but I wouldn't be rushing to read it. Okay. Lost and Found. Oh, I'm between I'm sad and I'm normal. I think it just depends on the mood that I'm in when it comes out. This comes out July 14th, so I have some time. But I think I'm sad. Yeah. That is a ranking of the 10 books on my most anticipated reads of 2026. Now, a little disclaimer, I'm probably forgetting some books, and I know some books have not been announced yet. We get some announcements later on in the year or as the year starts. You guys, no way. I kid you not. As I'm filming this video, I just got a NetGalley email. Guess what book I just got? It's literally on my I'm normal list. I just got an arc of Unbound. Okay, now I'm sad. Now we're moving her up to I'm sad, because now I am sad. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, all our books are not announced yet. They get announced as we start the year. Something I will say though, as you can see, my Queen Allie Hazelwood is not on this list. We don't have a book announcement for 2026. I mean, we got so many books in 2025. We got fed this year. I'm not complaining. She needs a break. If we do get one, I'm more than happy. Here's My Firstborn, by the way. If we don't get a release in 2026, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Those are my books. This is my ranking. That is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, first of all, finding out what these books are about, because I had just heard of them and I'd seen covers and quick little teasers. I hadn't read blurbs, and I think this was so fun figuring out what these books are about together and then ranking them. So now you can see what books I'm excited for. I want to know what books you're excited for. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you back tomorrow for another Bookmas video. Bye.